Hello everyone. We have done with Woodward-Fisher rules of unsaturated dyes. So today, in addition to that video which we have seen, we are going to try and solve problems on Woodward-Fisher rules, especially unsaturated dyes. So I hope you are up with your pen and paper, and you are going to tell me what all things are there, and we are going to follow a systematic pattern as we had already discussed in the previous video. So if you have not seen the video, please see the rules video and then only go for solving the problems. So let's go for it. Okay, so the first problem is given to you. Whenever a problem is given to you, the first thing which we have to do is write down all the things in a sequence. So the first thing what we have going to see is the parent, which parent is going to be is there. Then we are going to check out the double bond extension, that is DBE. Then we are going to see whether there is an exocyclic double bond in my structure. Then we are going to check out whether there are alkyl substituents in my structure, and then whether there is a ring residue. So if I go in a sequential manner, I will not go wrong anytime. So the first thing is, what is the parent? So parent here is, as there is no cycle, we do not have a homo or heteroaniridine, but it's a butadiene. To the parent, is there any DBE? No, there is no double bond extension because this entire is my parent and I do not have any DBE to it. So my DBE is null. Exocyclic double bond, when we say cycle is in there, so exocyclic will not exist, so that is also dash. Now we come to the alkyl substituents. Can you see two alkyl substituents? This is my parent butadiene. If I see this carbon, yes, I have one alkyl substituent. Here nothing, here nothing, here no, here yes, I have one. So these are the blue ones, which are two alkyl substituents. Do I have ring residues? No ring, no residues. Absolutely. So what would be the answer to this? Yes, answer to this is 217 nanometer for butadiene as a parent and 5 nanometer each for alkyl substituent, that is 10 coming to 227. I hope you have understood it. This is a simple sum. Can we go ahead? Again, one more sum is displayed. You can see here, again I am going to go in a sequential manner to check out the parent, then DBE, exo, alkyl and then ring residue. I can see here that I have a ring, but there is nothing inside the ring, which means it's not a homoaniridine nor it is a heteroaniridine. Hence this is a butadiene. Now what I have to see? DBE. Do I have any double bond extension here? Nor here. So my DBE is not there. Now I go for exocyclic. Yes, I have one cycle here. So which means something which is attached to my cycle. When I can see one of the double bond outside. Exocyclic double bond. Correct. And now is the time for alkyl substituents. I have two alkyl substituents. This is my parent, so the second carbon of the parent has it. Third, fourth also has it. So I have two alkyl substituent. Ring residue, yes, I have a ring. So this is my first carbon, so this is my ring residue and this is my ring residue. So in total, I have a parent butadiene. Then I have your exocyclic double bond, which is 5 nanometer, alkyl substituent 10 nanometer, and then the ring residues, which is again 10 nanometer. Okay, so total comes to 242. Going ahead, next sum. Now you can tell me what is it, whether it is a butadiene or a homoaniridine, heteroaniridine. You have to visualize. It is hetero, you say. No, it is not correct. It is not a hetero, because heteroaniridines were two fused rings. These two are separated by a bond. So this is not a heteroaniridine. Homoaniridine is not a possibility, which means it is a butadiene. Can you see here? This is a butadiene. Many of you can say that it is hetero. That is wrong. This is a butadiene. Okay. So I do not have DBE. I do not have exocyclic double bonds. If I put the hand on my one ring, I cannot see any exocyclic. On the other ring, again I cannot see. So nothing. Alkyl substituents aren't there. So coming to ring residues, yes, I have 2 ring residues for these 2 carbon. For this carbon I have 1 more here, and for this carbon here. So I have in total 4 ring residues and my parent, nothing else. So my total comes to about 247 nanometer, and 4 ring residues is 20 nanometer. So 217 plus 20 makes me 237. Okay, shall we go ahead? There's one more sum. I have to again go sequentially. First check out the parent. Parent is absolutely homoannular correct. DBE is not there. I do not have any DBE. Now I have to go for exo. If I have A and B as ring, A if I close, can I see any exocyclic? No. But if I close B, can I see any exocyclic? Yes, I can see one, which I have marked now. So I have to add plus 5 nanometer. Alkyl substituents, I have 3 alkyl substituents here, but they are not to my parent, so I do not consider them. Ring residues, this is 1. If I go for this carbon, for this there is nil, here nil, and for this I have 2 ways where I can go, so I have 2. So in total 3, which is plus 15 nanometer, and my total comes to 273 with 253 as my parent. Okay, going ahead. This is my new sum. Please visualize it properly because we are going to again go sequentially. What is a parent? Yes, I have both parents coexisting together, homoannular as well as heteroannular. If I say A ring, it's a homo, and A and B together it is hetero. But we have seen in the rules that we have to prefer homo over hetero because it has a higher value. And because it has a higher value, I take as that parent. And because that is a parent, this becomes my DBE. So this is my double bond in conjugation to my parent. Yes. Coming to exocyclic, A ring, does it has an exocyclic bond? No. For B ring, yes, I have one exocyclic bond. For C ring, do I have it? No. What about alkyl substituents? I have 4 alkyl substituents, but they are not to the parent and hence we do not consider them. What about ring residues? Yes, I have in total 4 ring residues to the parent as well as extended parent. I don't have to forget that I have to consider extended parent also. So my total comes to 253 plus 32 dBe, 5 for exo and 3 ring residues adding to 15, making my total as 303 nanometer. I hope I have made myself clear. Okay, we go ahead. Again a similar kind of sum. Both hetero homo coexist, but I go for homo and take one as DBE, correct. Do I have an exo? Yes, I have one exocyclic for A ring and I have another exocyclic for C ring, correct. So I have plus 10 plus 30. Now I have to say alkyl substituents, no alkyl substituents because they are not to the parent. However, I have ring residues. How many? 4 ring residues. So if I have this as a parent, this I have ring residue, here nothing, here I have 1, here nothing, here nothing, here I have 2. So because I have to consider ring residues to the extended parent also. So my total comes to 30 for DB added to 253, 10 for exocyclic because there are 2 exocyclic, 4 ring residues adding to 20 making 313 nanometer as my total. Yes, we go ahead with another sum. Now here I have 2 homoannular so I consider only one homoannular as a parent. But this would be my DBE, this would be my another DBE. So I have to add plus 60 nanometer, correct. So 253 is my homo and I add plus 60 nanometer and I have an exocyclic for a B ring. Do I have an exocyclic for C ring? This is an exocyclic? No, this is not an exocyclic because this can be here also. Exocyclic is something outside the ring. So I have only one exocyclic. Do I have alkyl substituents? No. But I have ring residues. How many? I have ring residues for this carbon. Yes. For here, no. Here, no. Here, yes. Here, nothing. Here, I have one. Here also this is my extended parent. So here there is 2 ways where I can go. So in total 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 ring residues. So I have to add 25. Exocyclic 1, 5. 2 dB is 60. To add it to 253 parent comes to 343. Yes. One more sum. so that you understand it better. Unsaturated dienes, I have homo hetero together, so I consider homoanildiene, and this will become my absolutely DBE. I will add plus 30 to it. Now exocyclic double bond, I have this as an exocyclic or DBE. No, this is my DBE. Why? Because this is also in conjugation to my ring. So this is my double bond extension, and this is my exocyclic double bond, and this will be considered also as it is DBE, it is also considered as a exo. So I have to add plus 60 as well as plus 10 for 2 exos. Now it's time for, oh, we missed out one exo. I have for the A ring 2 exocyclic double bond. We missed out that. And for B ring 1. So in total 3. So I add plus 13. Alkyl substituent. Yes, I have one alkyl substituent, but I'll go for ring residues first. So 1, 2, 3 ring and 4 ring residues and 1 alkyl substituent. So the orange dot considers my alkyl substituent because it is to the parent. Till now whatever sums we saw, it was not to the parent. So for this carbon I have 1 ring residue, here nil, here yes 1, here 1. This is also my parent. So यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं, यहाँ पे this is already undertaken. So this इसके बाजू में ये है, तो this is also 1 ring residue. Okay. So my total comes to 4 ring residue 20, alkyl substituent 5, 3 exos 15, 2 dB 60, 353 nanometer. Okay. One more. So I have 2 dBEs because the parent is homoanildiene, correct, for the B ring. This is exo as well, and this is also an exo, so plus 10. I hope now you are pro for doing these sums. This is ring residue, this is one more ring residue, one more, and one alkyl substituent to the parent, correct? So I have 2 alkyl substituent to the parent. You forgot that. So we have 2 alkyl substituent plus 10, 3 ring residues plus 15, 2 dBs plus 60, and 2 exos which is plus 10. Okay. One more sum. Again going sequentially. I do not have homo hetero together, but I have only hetero. So 215 nanometer. I do not have any blue arrow which is DBE, but I have exo to the B ring and also one more exo to the C ring. So plus 10. Alkyl substituents are not to the parent, not to be considered. Now it's time for ring residue 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yes, I have to check out each carbon of the parent and the extended parent for ring residues. Okay. And the total comes to 245 when I add plus 50 to 215. Plus 30 to 215, sorry. One more sum. What is the parent? Is it homo or hetero? No, it's a butadiene. Butadiene is 215, 1 exocyclic double bond plus 5, 2 ring residues and 1 alkyl substituent. Yes, I hope you are understanding what am I saying. I have a parent but I have a ring as well, but the parent is butadiene. Double bond is outside the ring, so 1 is exo and the ring residue and alkyl substituent, totaling up to 237 with a parent of 217 butadiene. Next, again a butadiene. Yes. Do I have exocyclic? Yes, I have 1 exocyclic. Do I have ring residues? Yes, I have 2 ring residues. Do I have alkyl substituent? No, I do not have alkyl substituent. Do I have DBE? No. So what is the total? 217 plus 5 plus 10. 232 nanometer. One more. Again going sequentially, somewhat difficult. We have to be careful with this. Homo as well as hetero together. I consider homo B ring as a parent. But for the B ring, I have this as a DBE and this also as my DBE, correct? Do I have exocyclic double bond? Yes, for the A ring, I have exocyclic double bond. This is for the C ring. This is for the A ring and this is for the B ring. So I have 3 exocyclic double bonds, correct? Do I have alkyl substituent? No, because they are not to the parent. Now it's time for ring residue. For this carbon, 1, correct? For here, I do not have anything. Here, nothing. For here, okay. I will just click for all. Yeah, so I have in total 4. For this, I had 1. For this, nothing. For this, nothing. For this, 1. Again, I go here, 1 again. From here 1 again. So in total 5 ring residue plus 25, 3 exos plus 15, 2 Libby's plus 60 and homoiodine as 253. Okay. You can solve many sums. You can refer Dyer, the book, which will have lot of sums. You can do practice and apply all this sequential rules and checking out each individually and writing the total, and without fail don't miss out nanometer. Thank you for watching this video. Stay home and stay safe.